Hi, Bonnie. Good afternoon. I'm trying to get my nose on the grindstone. I had an awesome day yesterday, but it was a different kind of awesome. I was definitely here in the studio, but Matt Z, my brother, Matt Z, came through and we built a really sweet piece together. He built. Matt took some of my fume work, some of his line work, and made a really sweet recycler. A disc recycler, actually, is what I think he calls the design. It's going to be a really good-looking piece on the table in Vegas. Hey, Decker. What's up? What's up? Decker, I got your marbles on the table behind me. They look really good. You know, I went ahead and changed out my my video inputs for the stream in hopes that I won't have the same glitches I had the other day. Perhaps I can load up your the video of your marbles and show them off a little bit. Yo, the reds, the gold ruby came out really juicy. The Westie melon looks really good, but I gotta say that green one is probably my favorite marble I've made to date. Wait till you see that in person. Well, wait till you see both of them in person, but I'm gonna try to. I got a job bought that one of those spoons I made recently, so I've got a couple items to get in the mail, and I'll try to do that. Maybe what I should do is try to put that in the mail on 420, and then let 420 do with me as it will for the rest of the day. I've been counting some inventory, and I've got a decent amount of stuff to take. Hey, Justin, what's up? What's up? Bonnie, thanks for getting some people tagged. I see Decker thanking you, and I want to thank you. Decker, I see a couple comments coming through. I think one moment and I'll have a chance to bring my head up a little bit and see what's being said over there. I see Justin in the house. Justin, what's up? Good afternoon, Jenny. Good evening in your time zone, right? Westie melon's supposed to make your senses moist. Will I go for a bike ride? It's supposed to get really nice out tomorrow. Like today, the sun's out. temperatures are supposed to remain a little chilly, but tomorrow it's supposed to be like 70, 80 and sunny. I think I might go for a bike ride. There's a the psychedelics community here in town have a I think it's like it's an annual bike ride. It's gonna be awesome. Good morning, Matt. Matt Z in the house. Matt, I can't find a damn thing on my bench. There's nothing on my all my stuff got moved. Will I go for a bike ride? I think I am gonna go for a bike ride. Matt, I went ahead and cleared out my video inputs, and now now I'm gonna be able to like show off the marbles that I had made the other day and some of the other work that has been done over the last couple of days. Is there anything that I should maybe show off? Hi, Jules. How are you? Happy Saturday. Yeah, I don't know that I'll make Hoffman jealous, but I'll make him proud. Hiking trip yesterday. I hope you had a beautiful day. You weren't hiking in Colorado, were you? It snowed here yesterday. Guys, check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and set this in the kiln. I'm gonna make sure it's ready for the next step. And I'm gonna grab that piece that Matt and I made. Unless it sucks. Matt came up to the studio and he and I yet again got a chance to put a piece together. And when I say we, I am very, very graciously adding myself to the we there. No, Matt came through and took some of my bold silver, my fume prep, and took some of his sweet line work, and Matt proceeded to do all the heavy lifting yesterday by constructing this beautiful piece that we've got. And when I say heavy lifting, I mean that in multiple ways. It's chunky. And let's see here. It's still April, right? And the trade show is not until May, right? So there's a couple of months before we go to Vegas, but Matt and I are getting ready for another Vegas trip. And this piece is going to look amazing on the table Matt and I have. We'll be sharing a corner table this year, and I think we're going to be dialed out to have a freaking sweet setup. Matt looked at me yesterday, said, "Are you starting to get excited about Vegas?" And you know, I was, even though Matt did all the work yesterday, I still found myself worn out from the effort. But today, a little fresher, and a little chance to have a little different perspective on just how excited I am to make another trip with my brother, my homie Matt Z, for again another Vegas adventure. Matt, we're going to be in front of fucking Bellagio here in a couple of weeks. I mean, a couple of months. Patron at the stage door. Tacos at Bel Mar. Quality time on Paradise. All right, I'm in a good spot to leave that in the kiln. This one I got Unobtainium, Green Stardust around Galaxy. There's gonna be some sweet greens in that. Three months is what you heard? Oodles of time. Oodles of time. So, as these are all cold, I'll go ahead and just, these are the marbles I made for Decker the other night. We got the Westie melon there. She's juicy. Let's hope let's make sure we sell the glass on the corner, all the glass, so that way we don't gotta. Whoa. Decker, what is that? Or how does that look? Can you see it in the screen there? I bet you in the video, the colors are gonna just look a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is, here's the rig. Matt, what do you call this design? A disc recycler? So again, Matt did such an amazing job in constructing this, building this sweet piece. My fume work, Matt's line work, and this has got unobtainium and neptunium. And then my fume work, again, that line work that Matt did, the spiraled out mouthpiece. The wigwag disc. And we got that fumey implosion with the line work disc on the back. And you know what? I'm going to grab some light. Hey, Matthew, yo. Matthew, I'm just showing off this amazing piece that Matt Z came up and built with me yesterday. And again, Matt Z, I use we liberally. Matt's skill and craft did all the construction. He's a boss. All right, but you know, glass never shows as well on a camera or on a screen as it does in person. But I do think that when I take a video of a piece and show it on a video, it's got a better image quality than when I do the live thing. So let's do this. I'm gonna find Decker's marbles. I took a sweet video of those the other day. Here's some spoons from the other day. And then there's another piece. What do you guys think? I think that collab rig is going to get scooped quickly. Decker, here's that marble video. Here is the picture of some new spoons I just had done. Hey, that's not. It very much looks like my prep, but no, it's not. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah. Here's some spoons I had done. this isn't the total glam shot that this rig deserves, but this is the video I took of the rig. What'd you score? Hey, Ja, what's up, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. James, how you do? Ja, I just went ahead and downloaded a couple of pictures from the last couple of days. Let's get a sweet picture, a sweet video of your piece. Ja's got a new piece coming in. And Decker, I could do a wrap and rake marble, yeah. You know, wait till you see it. Well, shucks. It's too bad. The line work that Matt had made has such amazing color. You probably could see the fume a little bit more pronounced, or a little bit more of the kind of the nature of the fume than that line work, but the line work's got so many layers to it. It's amazing. The hammer came out well, James. Yeah, the hammer turned out sweet. It's in the kiln right now. But it's in the back of the kiln. Otherwise, I'd reach for it. But tomorrow, I look forward to posting some pictures of the hammer that I made the other night. Decker, a wrap and rake spoon, or a wrap and rake marble. I could totally make a wrap and rake marble. James, I'm happy to see you're feeling better. Sorry, yesterday was a tough one. Everybody love everybody. Throw the hearts. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Happy Saturday to you. So I made a couple of pendants today. I made a, I guess that's all I've really made so far today. But I want to continue to wrap. I've got these little, I got these little pieces laying around, these little doodads that I'm going to add to, you know what I want to do with that one? I'm gonna put that on. No, I'm not. It's a little lopsided. I'm gonna put that on the side of a spoon. You want white lightning bolts on that? And then what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with the blue with white lightning bolts? Part of my original idea was that I was gonna do something like that. Is what I originally planned on the cobalt, that it's a light cobalt. And then Decker, check this out. Kind of inspired by your marble. So I'm going to want to do something green and fumey and put this on the side of it. Right now on my table, or on my collection of items made, I have a decent amount of like red and kind of, I got reds, blues, I got some pinky kind of stuff. So what I really think I should do is focus on greens, because, well, Westie colors are green. Hello, hello, Will. I don't know if Matt's still hanging out. Matt Z, are you still hanging out? Decker, I was thinking about putting a clasp or a barrel bail on that piece. That one's pretty chunky. That one's pretty thick. But what I'd like to do is do a couple of those and a little bit more of a lower profile. Nice. Matt, unfortunately, Matt had to, Matt got to go home last night and hasn't been able to see the rig in real life. Bro, I'm psyched on that piece. I'm psyched that it's going to be on the table. I think it's going to be just such an eye catcher. Decker, as far as the pendant is concerned, what my thought is I'm gonna take that section, I could take that section and maybe put a nice chunky heavy green stardust, like a green, well, like the color I used on the back of that. Really, that's called a cabochon, I think, at this stage. Decker, a couple of layers of those would make for a pretty epic marble for sure. Get some globby tech going. You know, I've got a little stash of globbies. Decker, I'd love to take some orders and get a few months worth of work going. Yeah, I will. You know, over the years, that conversation varies a little bit, but you know, the room has such potential. Matt and I have this plan. Matt, can I tell our plan? One of the plans? Anyways, the room's got all sorts of potential, and there's all sorts of wheeling and dealing that are being made. So an opportunity to partner up with a shop and get you know, a few months worth of work. It's the room to be in for that to happen. So, you know, hey, Ray, happy Saturday. So, as most of you know, I I don't have a house right now. My house is still a charred display of a horrific house fire. And I have a pretty good deficit between where I am right now and where I need to be able to afford to rebuild. I don't like to talk about it all that much because, well, anyways, I got to walk out of that room with a couple $100,000. So, Mike Tyson's in the room. And I'd rather not do the Zach Galifianakis style of working with Mike Tyson. I'd rather, like, you know, get invited over to his house and hang out for a couple of days and find a contract or something. But if I were to get wise with the guy and get punched out, man, I'm trying to make sure that that plan is premeditative and doesn't come to fruition. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling okay. How are you feeling? Whoa! I was feeling better than before that popped off of there. I mean, Mike Tyson's not that much older than, I think we're actually about the same age. So, you know, old man fight. He usually gets a few million for his, but, you know, if I could get a couple $100,000 out of it, I could try to rebuild a house. I think I lost this piece, especially as I go looking for my full push. Sorry, that got obnoxious, but I think I might have just saved it. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I just saved it. Howdy, Jerry. Again, a very happy Saturday to everybody. Throw the love, throw the hearts. Where's the green hearts? Sure. I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, that's where it started. All right. Let's get that in the kiln. But I think that did the trick. I think we got it. All right, hey guys, I'm gonna sneak away for a quick moment. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. So that last one took us on a little bit of a scenic detour. I'm gonna do another one, same colors, but this time let's just rock it out. No scenic detours. Not that I took intentional scenic detours on that one, but yeah, let's see what we can do about getting directly into the kiln. And then I'll show off the plan I have for those pendants. I got a wicked plan for those pendants. Hello, Monique. Monique, how are you? You getting ready for a fun trip to Colorado? I'm getting ready for a fun trip to Vegas. Ja, right? Let's rock and roll. I'm using Galaxy Unobtainium and Green Stardust over Jade White. Monique, you can't find your birthday outfit. Oh, an ensemble to wear for your birthday. Um, you say it's your birthday. I'll sing happy birthday to you. Birthday in Colorado. Nice. Are you spending most of the time down in the Springs? You coming up? You spending time in Denver? Decker, on the marble front, I had taken that large clear marble to Connecticut and I left it on the beach. I am looking forward to being on the East Coast again in a couple. And I want to make another big clear sphere, an orb, basically a crystal ball. I'd like to maybe try to make one before I go to Vegas. So definitely one of my marble ideas right now is to make another nice big 3 to 4 inch clear sphere. Jenny, I don't know if you're still on the chat, but that goes well with the wand idea, right? Monique, that sounds like an amazing way to approach your birthday trip. Monique, I plan on having many adventures. Many adventures. Adventurous of adventures. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Whoa. 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 Shots of Patron at the stage door. Swimming at the fountain at Bellagio. No, I'm not going to go swimming in that. But, yeah, you know. I don't know if Matt Z is still hanging out. But, I wonder if we can go platinum. Monique, when you go to Vegas, do you spend a lot of time off the strip, or do you spend most of your time primarily on the strip? And the reason why I ask is, you got any favorite dinner spots off strip? All right. See, I'm not lollygagging around with this one. Yeah, exactly. You lag. You fuck around and find out. Yep. Decker, earlier you had asked if a wrapping rake could be made into a marble. You know, a clear wrapping rake marble would be cool, or one that's over white would be cool. I mean, hell, we could do a wrapping rake over whatever color you wanted, but you know, with the clear, it'd be all sorts of like lines and light to permeate through. That'd be some really interesting, like, negative space with a neat pattern work. It's like I lost everybody. My viewer count looks like it's dropped to 2. I have 2 people. Who are you? 2 of you. 2 of you. I really want to know. James, thanks for hanging out. Hey, Darren. How are you? Darren, I've got a trade show in Vegas in a couple of weeks on May 6th. So right now I'm building some inventory for that trade show. I'm making one of my Westie wrap and rake spoons. I've got a sweet color of greens going on. or sweet combination of greens. I got green stardust and well, some unobtainium with some sparkly black over white. Hey James, did you see? Ja, I am interested. You know, what are the dates for your for the event, Ja? And James, I was gonna say, I saw Firebug's got a special on his pencil reamers. You had asked me about these pencil reamers in the past. Yeah, Firebug. Hey James, I can't read messages like that long, so be careful because when you type that much of a comment, it gets lost in the lines. Um, I'm not too sure what you're asking there, so check it out. I'm gonna take a piece of glass like that. I'm gonna take this to the cold working station and chop that down to a perfect size. Get it all lined up, get it all centered, get it all like perfect. I'm also thinking about taking this to the lap wheel and cutting that flat. Just to make those look really dialed out. James, where that roller sits right now, it's just about perfect for the way that I can reach underneath it with well, in my process. What I do with those, oh shit. I wanted to finish that piece off, but where are my grabbers? There they are. Darren, glad to hear that you're getting a nice Saturday, getting a little personal time, a little reprieve from the crazy work schedule, but Keeping busy at work's a good thing, right? Now it is. Keep that good work. Well, the working is good to get. Man, I dropped down to 2 again. I wonder. All right, here's that first one that fell and like wanted to break on me, and the whole. This is the scenic route spoon. And I think that's going to count as another spoon ready for sales. I'm hoping that's another spoon ready for sales. Josh, somewhere around here, I've got the the magazine, the Champs magazine. You know what? I got a fresh I just got a copy in the mail, I think. What I'm afraid of is there's a Champs show that time frame. No, it's in August. I might be able to go. I might be able to come to upstate New York in that time frame. You know, Darren, I think Zuckerberg likes to play with my emotions. It's like, yeah. You only get like a fraction of what a tent, a table, to bring glass, you know. To bring glass, it would probably be the best to like drive. And if I drove, then I could bring a tent, glass, maybe even a torch. So yeah, it says 3 people, and I got I got at least twice that commenting right now. It would be a lot of fun. And I felt it was a shame that I was only like a couple hours away from you, and I didn't get a chance to come up and hang out. All right, let's do. I think this is a little short to try to make a globby out of it. John, are you suggesting you want a wrap and rake marble? What color combo? We can go for a quick little skate to the package store, get prepared for a marble of an evening. You know, I think Facebook just likes to say, yeah, nobody likes to hang out with you, Westie. Why are you even going live? All right, so what I'm doing here, this is going to be a some prep for a green barrel bale. And again, what I plan on doing is I'm gonna melt this all in. I'm gonna make a nice section of green colored tubing, and then I'll plan on taking it over to the cold working and make everything nice and crisp and proportionate to make for a nice jewelry. A nice pendant. Guys, I see like 4 people commenting. I see four people commenting while the count says 3 on my screen. So it's not like I got 100 people watching and it says I have 2. It's still not accurate, but it's not like way off. Looking up the Champs show. I think this year usually Champs is like that last week of July, but this year it looks like it's going to be a little bit more in like August. You know, I wonder if Jenny or Bonnie's still around. So, James, Decker. And Darren adds up to more than 3, but, you know, again, it's not like it's 100 people off. James, you show that there's 5 viewers. My count still reads 3. Decker, are you thinking about a marble like today or a marble eventually? I mean, are you thinking of a marble that would go in the box with your other marbles? Or are you thinking of marble like sometime in the future? Ja, it would be a blast. Let's see what we can do about getting a trip someday planned, and to hit the big festival weekend. Like, it'd be a business trip. Hey, Sean, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. A very happy Saturday to you. All right, this is green stardust. That's going to make for a couple of nice bales. So, Decker, I know that piece. I know those colors. Decker, thanks for sharing. Sharing is caring. Yeah, those colors. Those colors. What? That was white and galaxy, and then a bunch of fume. So not really wrap and rake style, but I have a friend that sells glass straws, drinking straws. She does rather well with them at events. I actually I've been drinking what coffee was it that I got? It was Mudwater. I think it was Mudwater. Mudwater came with a little drinking glass, and it had a glass straw in it. It's like, you cheese balls, I make these, or I could make those. At the mud event, it's a couple of nights of camping and just staying up all night type of thing. The friend that does the glass straws, she's a little cutie, and she goes out to trade shows all the time, or out to like farmers markets, and she usually sells a nice handful of them every time she brings them to a little market. right, check it out. This one's a pink. And I told Jenny earlier I had a bunch of pink out on the table, but this blank is all ready to go. So let's do this. And what do you think? Pink? I'm thinking pink, black, and red. What do you guys think? Pink, black, and red? I like the idea of pink, black, and red. Hey, Brett, how you doing, brother? We just did a collab. Sweet. I hope I contributed. Brett, how you doing, brother? Been psyched to see you doing more and more glass. I hope you've been having a lot of fun with it. Tell me more about this collab. You want to see, can you hang out for a moment? Now that I got these stripes on this jade pink, I should really get it all, like, at least covered up evenly. Right now it's really stressed out, but I got a Matt Z was up in my studio yesterday, and we made a sweet. Matt did Matt did all the work. But a sweet disc recycler. He took my fume, made some line work himself, and then constructed a sweet disc recycler. I can show a picture here in a few moments. I just got to get this. We got 1 of 4. Everybody say hello to Brett. There he is. That's 3 of 4, just one more, and then I can pick my head up and see what's being said. I show a video of this. It's not the best glam video. I took it quickly as the piece came out of the kiln, but nice. Had some of my prep laying around and made a wigwag spoon. Sweet. I look forward to seeing pictures of it. I bet you it's a heater. This is a piece that I just sold a little bit of Electrum fun. Where'd you score? Decker, do we have similar colors on hand? The black and white, and then the fume. Oh, and Brett makes straws. Like dab straws or drinking straws? I think Decker was thinking about drinking straws. Brett, do you want to meet me up in upstate New York at the end of July for a mud event? Ja, what's the mud event called? I know I've seen. Happy 420, Brett. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. It's great to hear from you. I hope all is well in Florida. I look forward to the next time we get to catch up in person. Decker, I've been wanting to make chopsticks, and I think we've talked a little bit about it. I want to make chopsticks, and I want to kind of finish them off on the lap wheel so I can get them really nice and perfect. I'd love to make glass chopsticks. You know, glass chopsticks would go really well on a website and on a social media blast, more so than my spoons and rigs. Even though it's getting more and more acceptable, the legalities and advertising dollars make it sticky for platforms to really let the content be seen by a lot of people. So Like, I almost think I should start like a whole new page and a whole new presence and focus on things that aren't combustible. See if I can get numbers up. I'm sure Brett just got after his day, but happy bicycle day, everybody. Happy 420, happy bicycle day. I love my bicycle. I ride my bike. Ja, does that dispensary tent do really well? Brett, I'll see Matt. I'll be talking with Matt a bunch over the next little bit, but we're in a car in like 2 weeks. Headed back to Vegas. Brett, I just did a little bit of a cross-country trek. I stopped and hung out with some friends in Michigan, some glass blowers that are involved with the Michigan Glass Project, and some really great guys. Anyway, Saucy Glass, he's got these glass tools that he's kind of helping design, test, and then sell. And they're called CR13. And they're stainless steel tools that are coated with this special heat-resistant, glidey coating. These little these little mini jacks. Have been really a great addition to my bench. It's a little better. I had to clean it up for Matt yesterday. He had serious constructions going on, so and I hope you heard my voice and heckle when I said you clean benches. John, it sounds like a pretty sweet setup. Westie getting stuck in the muck. Westie gets stuck in the muck. Off-road. We could do like a Jackass style promotional video for it. Decker, I got those materials on hand, definitely. Is there something you want to be doing today? Because I know a guy. Chopsticks. Shot glasses, and drinking straws. You know, Decker, I like that idea. And I think that it would work really well for a, like a farmer's market event. When I plan on doing my next kind of like market event, I should look forward to doing a focus of those. You need if I had like pint glasses along with it. Hi, Ray. Happy Saturday. Guys, I changed my video stream rate. Do you notice any difference in the quality of the video or the audio of today's stream? Ray, you're babysitting a sump pump. I hope it's listening well. I hope it's doing everything you want it to do. Decker, there is something called a wood tech for glass, yeah. You know, I recently had some on the bench, and I want to think I gave a section of prep to somebody. So right now the red really is showing as clear, but when this strikes out, it'll be red and black over pink. It's gonna be awesome. All right, let's get some more tubing prepped up. I'm gonna go over to the lathe. I don't have a blow tube. Well, I guess, do I? Yeah, I got a blow tube right there. What am I talking about? I'm all ready to go. Hey there, Eli. John, are you saying basically it's pretty much same old, same old? You're saying all that work I did to change settings? I mean, 1080p is good for social media. I wonder what it's broadcasting on YouTube right now. Hi guys. My my comments, I was like 20 comments, it wasn't refreshing. That's a bummer. Oh, Decker, here we go. John, do you mind if I do you mind if I take a quick little escape to the package store and probably grab a little something to eat? If I go to the same package store over there, what's convenient to... There's a spot to grab a quick sandwich just right across the way, actually. Actually, there's another way we could go. We could go that way. Could have hit a different package store, and I could grab some like tacos from Chipotle. Decker, thank you very much. It's in there. Let's go get you guys want to take a field trip? Should I just get a quick breather and come back on live in a few moments? Skateboard's all loaded up. I would probably stream on my Stack Westie page. Decker, thank you. And then John, on those colors, again, it's black and white. On that color sample you sent me, that was a black and white globby over a fumed base, right? We could do fume over white and then do the black and white in wrap and rake, or we could do it more of a globby style. What would you prefer? And on the fume, what we had on that sample was a like a Westie Fumicello. We could do a Westie Fumicello, or we could do a So Decker, what I'm almost thinking is that you want to see a marble that looks like the front of that spoon, like the bowl and then the window, but in a marble. Decker, thank you. But ultimately, you want a marble that looks like the front of that spoon. Be kind of a matching set. You don't want the black and white? Let's do this. So that way there's a nice contrast to it. We'll do, one side will be a Westie Fumicello over blue. And that will achieve those really cool colors that you have in the bowl. And then we'll do a Westie Wrap and Rake black and white on the back side of it. because the black and white is what I recall, or is what I refer to as the window part of the spoon. But what we could do is more of a wrap and rake like this in black and white, and then we'll do the fumicello on the flip side of it. Maybe. Child, we gotta go mega truck if I get out there. Red's starting to strike back in this. All right, nice time. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some nourishment. I'm gonna get some nourishment and some beverages for this evening's build. And we're gonna get back after it and build a sweet marble for Decker. And yeah, we're gonna get a cobalt fumicello, and then we're gonna do a black and white wrap and rake on the flip side of it. It's gonna be awesome. Decker, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for showing the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the friendship. Everybody love everybody. Throw those hearts. And stay tuned. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of you guys watching me stuff my face and clean food out of my beard, I'm going to go get something to eat. And then well, let's see what the weather's like. Hey, watch out. I'm gonna go live. Hopefully I can go live while I'm skating around and doing some of the gettings. And make sure you got the notifications, because we're gonna go back live an hour and a half. We're gonna go back live to build this marble.